that's popped up into there. And oh, and we're live. Here we are. It's AtlanticScrum. I've got Nick and Chris here with me actually in person. We've just been discussing the feature that they're looking at for AgileVentures LocalSupport. Which screen should I be sharing? Probably this one. There, and we were just looking over a few different. What was this? This is cucumber stories and steps and so on related to this feature. The feature being one of adding like a little legend beneath the map in LocalSupport. In order to try and give the user some indication of what we mean by this difference between the large icons and the small icons. Yeah, and Nick was just saying about how, if we had that in there, then potentially you could make it so that the large icon was clickable and it would show you, just those elements of the map. And I was saying it's an interesting feature. But I think that it's the interplay there between what one imagines that might be useful and what the client thinks versus other different bits and features that the client might want or might want to prioritize. And so I think there's still, particularly in this kind of project, there's always flexibility, but it's good to be aware of that trade-off. And I don't know, it always seems to be. It's also about step size. I don't know if I want to talk to you about step size, in that generally as one's confidence with a technology or framework or project increases, you tend to sort of take on more complex features and bigger features. But eventually, as you do more confidence in the you bang into something that's like, oh, suddenly this is now a real pain, and it's taking like 6 more hours than I thought to, and I'm sick of the asset pipeline or what it happens to be. And so when that happens, you take your step size down and you say, okay, I'm going to be less confident about, how much I can bite off and chew the next time. And you kind of go for the slightly simpler thing. And then you do a few simple things and your confidence starts to increase again. And it's kind of, I think it should be dynamic, but many years of programming have taught me that I just always try and do the most insanely simple thing. And I get that to work. And I even try and get my pull request in and that committed before trying to put it. I might then, even if I'm doing a complex thing, I'll split it up into a series of little slices and get each slice done and get that all clear. And okay, we've got a stable base to build on before building the next slice and the next slice and the next slice.
Cool. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, cool. So I guess is there anything else in the way of you two cracking on with the?
Seems to be straightforward.
Yeah.
Last words.
Well, absolutely. Yes. Just checking if you need help doing a pull request. On my side, I've been working on curriculum all day today. I had a productive, we've had a product in terms of AgileVentures. We're actually on the lookout for a volunteer project manager for the Website One project, which is the project that supports this after it's become clear that the person who's sort of been nominated as project manager, although still quite involved, just doesn't have the time to put in to run the client meetings and the weekly dev meetings and so on. So that's, I think, my co-founder, Thomas and I are talking about drafting an email to go out to the community to say we're kind of looking for someone who wants to take on some of those project management duties. I think one of the things we've realised, and we had a big discussion this week about the whole AgileVentures framework and so on, is that what we need to do, as well as attracting charities and developers, we need to attract people who specifically want to practice their project management skills. Because people doing it's not that developers can't kind of self-organize and do project management and so on, but somebody who's really interested and exciting and taking the lead on working out logistically when people are going to chat together and make sure that the client gets to review the features and so on, whatever. People who are really into that for its own sake, don't necessarily want to learn programming, are very valuable to have involved in the project. So yeah. And then the client meeting that we would normally have tomorrow for LocalSupport, that the clients off at a funding meeting. So that's probably postponed. And so I'm sort of mixed in my mind about whether to come in tomorrow. Are you guys going to be in tomorrow?
I need to be with my
right in the morning. Yeah. I mean, tomorrow I've got to sort of knuckle down and really get through a big load of curriculum, which sort of tempts me to stay at home, but then I will also, given that they don't have a client meeting, that frees up a kind of an hour where, certain progress could just be made on Bash. I mean, I should review all of the features and stories, and then we've got some pull requests.
I mean, I've got discussion there.
Yeah, sure.
List of technologies that I list to learn.
Sure. Yeah, no, obviously I've got to make a decision and let the guys know, because people. If I come in super early, and there's certain students who enjoy it. People come in early, and if I'm not here, then the office will be opened as early as it. But I think that's all on AgileVentures stuff.
Well, let us know, set up help. If you're not here and Chris is at lectures, then I'll most likely just go straight into
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think if you guys are likely to work on it, I mean, I'm going to go fairly soon now. If you guys are going to work on this, then and we've got a chance to check, because you haven't got many more days. You'll be off from next week. Yeah. So tomorrow might be my last chance to check in.
I'll be in Friday.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, maybe let's. Yeah. I think don't. I may well end up coming tomorrow, but I think probably don't assume that I'll be here necessarily if need you do it. And then we catch up on Friday. That's going to be more good stuff. All right. Great. Thanks, guys. Nice one.